Well, hello, my dear gardeners. I just came back from the store and found all sorts of interesting molds plus plants. So today we are planting things out. Finally, it's a good day. I'm showing you what I bought, and I desperately need your help with identifying one plant because I listened to all the people praising this thing, and I just went ahead, impulsively bought it, and now I cannot find it online what this thing is. So let me bring all my stuff and let's garden because it's such a good day today. So I just went to our local nursery. And they're great because they are a family-run nursery, and they carry all sorts of things, but they carry them in flats by 6. So each plant is really not expensive, but you have to buy 6. So I was looking at different people, and I love to watch people buying plants and see what they have in their cart. It's like a little screenshot of a gardener. I'm trying to guess what gardeners are by looking what they buy. And there was one lady, and I wish I took a picture of her cart, because she had majority of her plants were foliage plants, and the combinations were the color combination was very interesting. She was dealing with dark black or almost black color of petunias, and then she had chartreuse colors, and then she had white airy presence, and then darker greens, different greens. And one of them, she had a plant, and I said, what is it? Listen, that lady sold me that plant without even, and now I don't even know the name of that plant, so let me show you what it is. Oh, garden looks so good right now. All right, so here is my collection of plants in the back porch here. All the trays of 6, and Dusty Miller, I believe there are 12 of them. And right in the middle is the plant. I have no idea what it is. Why I bought this plant? Well, people were trying to explain to me in the nursery how, what is the nature of this trailing plant, which looks like dill, but it's not. And people were having a hard time explaining it. So the closest I came up was, it's like a water fountain. It's not really trailing. It gets really long. And everybody were buying this set of trays. Oh, actually, there are 8 of them. So please let me know, this way I will know what to do with it. Okay, so here's the first tray of 8. It is a geratum, and it's a tall variety, so very often it's grown for cut flowers. And I do have the shorter varieties popping up at the back here and there. So what I like about it and why I decided to go with it, I like the airy presence, the tallness here in the back porch. I kind of don't like it flat. I like to walk around and mingle. Okay, it's just 2 meters of mingling, but still, it kind of feels good to have that elevation. So this tall ageratum is airy, it has lavender blooms. It's called floss flower. And I think if I will have like 3 strong pots planted with the geratum here at Love Sun, it's going to be great here together with my Lady of Shalott with that orangish color. I think it will pair well with taller geratum, hence I bought it. So today I'm going to plant them out, maybe 2 plugs in a pot. Let's see, it's a big plant, it's a wide plant, so it needs to have a lot of space, the roots in the pot. We will see. Okay, verbena. And I managed to find 2 colors in one set of trays. Usually they come a tray with 1 color, so I have white one and the pink one. I'm going to mix white here again with a geratum. So lavender with white will have that light, peaceful presence, what I like here, because we didn't move the chair out yet here. But usually I have a lounge chair here, and it's a peaceful spot where I can sit, and it's a very nice point to look at the garden. So a geratum, my Lady of Shalott, and then white verbena, which has trailing habit, loves sun too, will be good combination, I think. All right, next one is sweet potato vine. It's a trailing monster, last year I had it at the back and I loved it. And usually I like to rotate plants and grow something different each year, but I just loved sweet potatoes there, the way it trailed, how rich that foliage looked there, that I decided to go with that again. And I will plant that area. Maybe I will introduce another plant on top of it, because sweet potato vine has, I think, tubers or tuber-like roots, so it needs a lot of water. And last year I put big tubs underneath the pots to give my sweet potato vine plenty of moisture there. All right, so this is it here. And then silvery foliage of Dusty Miller. Yes, yes, yes. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 of them. Very good. I like this foliage because it goes so well with everything. So this will be also here at the back, and hopefully I'm going to do it today. It grows quite tall and becomes more and more silvery. So great addition as well. I planted it out already. I got this several days ago, and it is, oh boy, creeping Jenny. It's going to creep all over. Again, I will introduce it here to add a little bit of color here, and I planted already one out in the shade. I'm not sure how happy that creeping Jenny will be in that vintage container, but we will see. I can always move it out. And 2 more plants here. Look at this. This is my original first Hypertufa container, living faithfully through the winters, 3 winters already, maybe thanks to its very thick walls. So for this Hypertufa, I bought candy tuft, and again, look at this combination of that harsh cement surface and this gentle candy tuft blooms. And candy tuft are spring blooming perennial, very hardy to -30. So since this is staying outside the whole winter, I'm hoping that my candy tuft will be able to overwinter all right, maybe in secluded space, sheltered space through the winter, and will thrive here. It's an old Hypertufa. All alkalinity should be gone already, and it is occupied by all sorts of succulents and weeds here. So I'm planning to get them out, and you know what, where I will replant them? Maybe into my water fountain. I will try to set it up, move them out of here, and then plant this guy out. Now, begonias, little begonias to put on my windowsills, and basil. And you know what I'm going to do with this basil? Let me show you. So this is where my basil will grow. Okay, here's the pot. I made it several days ago, and here's the video of how I did it. I will give it also in the description under this video, the link. So I don't want to wait for all the alkalinity to disappear. Usually it's a good thing to give your freshly made cement pot several weeks to lose that alkalinity. Even some people say that the alkalinity will still be present in the soil for a long time. So I don't want to take my chances, and I don't want to wait for such a long time. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I'm going to plant my basil in this plastic container, bury it in the soil, and here we go. It's ready to join all other plants on my patio together with my thyme container. And my husband was cooking the other day and gave an awkward haircut to rosemary, which is I moved it outside already. It overwintered in our sunroom. So my rosemary is a little bit awkward looking right now, but which is fine. Looks like it's liking the sun there. All right, so this is a plant. Oh, one more thing. I bought a mold. Let me show you. What do you think about this? So this is a plan. The plan is, this is like a very cheap plastic container, which probably doesn't last long in the garden. So what I want to do with that, and hear me out, I think it's going to work. So I'm going to cut it following the seam here, and we'll use it as a mold to make my own cement container, okay? And then I will put it back again with a Scotch tape, tie it around for it not to move, and then fill it with cement. Wait, quick set cement, wait for it to set, and open it. What do you think? Will that work? I think it might work, and then I will get this very nice looking cement pot to put right here underneath my evergreen tree into that shady woodland area. But that's a project for later, so that's the idea I cooked up. In case you did it before, let me know if that holding it together with the Scotch tape will work. I think it would if I would put it all around, right? We will see. It's always trial and error and learning in the process. All right, let me take my clothes, change my clothes into my garden clothes, and let's get planting because it is gorgeous today. And we will start with this one. Here I have last bits and pieces of leaf mold, so I'm sorting whatever is good and whatever needs to go back into my containers here. So agerathem is a heavy feeder. It needs a lot of nutrition to grow well, and usually yellow leaves at the bottom is a sign of nitrogen deficiencies, and I don't want to see that. So I'm going in the pots for agerathem. I'm going to add a lot of manure, old soil from the store, which was overwintering there, mixed leaf mold, fertilizer, and I will plant into that my agerathem, and I will make 3 pots with them. So that lavender airy presence is going to be quite interesting. Wait a second, what am I doing? This is not okay. Let me bring this back here and we'll get the soil here. Here we go. And this leaf mold is nice and airy, light. I think roots of plants will be quite happy here. Oh gosh, this guy is heavy without soil in. Imagine with the soil. I have no idea where I'm going to put it. Let me move this tray here. Oh, I dusted it up. It's okay. I don't know about you, but my family, we love basil. It's #1 crop in summer, which I harvest almost every week, and we have plenty of pestos, pizzas, the best herb. I want more of it around the garden. I think there would be good access to drainage. You were wondering if my legs, which I made for this pot, did they cover the holes? No, they did not. I have 3 holes here. And this will be just fine because the bottom is not even there. So let me fill up the edges with soil. I don't want to make it messy. Oh, I forgot the fertilizer. Okay, you know what? I will water it with fish emulsion. It has a lot of nitrogen, so that will give a nice boost to my basil. All right, this looks like a mess. I'm going to clean it up in a minute. Okay, for my trio pots, these pots are quite heavy. I have to plant them at the spot. I have this one, terracotta one, and I have another one. And this one is a very interesting one. I believe it is the sauerkraut making or pickling old kitchen container, and it is cracked, has many damages, a lot of damage inside, so I clearly saved it from the garbage, and my neighbor made nice holes for me here and made it into the pot. So I like the vintage look of it, and let's see, maybe it will serve me for many years on my back patio. I like the look of it. So the third one, and I don't want to use any plastic, so let's see, maybe I have one. There's another one under my apple tree, and it is of a blue color, also terracotta one. Here it is. It has apple petals, right, the blossoms. I'm not sure if it's not shallow, too shallow. Well, there's only one way to figure it out. Plant it, see how my flowers behave, and learn, right? We will see. All right, here we go. One plant per tray. A little bit too low. I think I will plant 2 in this pot. The roots are pretty good here. Should I top it with the soil? Let me see, a little bit more. All right, at the end I will water it all, and all my plants should be happy. This pot has an old soil. So what are we doing with it? You know what, I'm going to refresh it a little bit. Put some of it here. It's actually good soil. Usually soil is populated by old leaves. Not really. Okay, let's add a little bit of fertilizer here. Mix it all in. Add this here. Oh, happy plants. Now these holes are a little bit too big, so I'm going to put, you know what I want to put? I don't want to put stones here, because a lot of people say that stones, that gradation between stones and soil is very difficult to pass for the water. And actually some people did some good studies about it. Ooh, making it nice and dirty. So no stones. I'm going to do sticks, debris, just to get that water out of moving all the soil out. It's too heavy. Although I shouldn't do the blow on my rose right here, my Lady of Shalott, because I don't want to wipe up and blow around all the black spot spores. That's not advisable. I just did it. Last year, I made these wonderful plastic wicker containers, and I plan them to use them constantly outside, and because they're plastic, they're long-lived. And the beauty of it is, I think it's a winning project. I will give the link to the video in the description. Look at this. Whatever ugly you have here, you just drop it in, and that's it. Your plant is ready to sit here. Looks a little bit crooked. Okay, and another basil is going to grow here on my back patio. Love it. Look at my, oh, beautiful rosemary, see? Half chopped. Let's cover it. And the last container, which I'm going to plant, actually 2 containers, but this one is not a container, it's my beautiful, adorable water fountain. And I made it last year, and it's made out of 2 levels. We love it here. This is a permanent feature here in our back patio here on the table, and that bubbling water is so adorable. So this is the first layer. You see, I made legs, and again, the link to the video how I did it is in the description. So the holes, yeah, planting holes, legs for it to drain well, and then we have a second level here where the actually bubbling water is happening. The only mistake I made with it, you see, I tried to imitate the bottom of the lake with dark colors, but for them not to leak into the water, I sealed it, and I used not bird safe sealer, cement sealer. So I corrected my mistake thanks to you. You mentioned it, and here I have this. It's actually aquatic sealer. It's used in aquatic projects, so it's safe for birds to drink from this water as long as it dries up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reapply this sealant right now, right here. We'll plant my quite little interesting plants here. Also, you know what I was thinking to plant? Last year there was a juga planted here. This year I want to plant wild strawberries because they look so cute and they kind of trail and wander around together with these guys here. And then put water and put the water fountain here again. It will look so good. Why is this white? Am I applying white sealant? Clear. Oof. Gosh. Alright, it doesn't look like it's going to dry soon. Let me see, what is the drying time? Coverage, drying time. Allow approximately 2-3 hours depending on temperature. Allow 12-24 hours for full cure. Alright, bubbling water is not happening today. It's going to happen next day or maybe even day after that, just for it to sit and cure well. But it doesn't mean that I cannot plant it. I don't want any spillage since this fountain is on the table. So coffee filters for the holes. Okay, here we go. And everything will start growing here while strawberries will start trailing, bubbling water on top. Beautiful. And here I will plant my candy tuft. Well, this sedum, Angelina sedum, let it grow here. The only thing is, candy tuft is a little bit deep, and I don't have that deep space for it. Let's see if I can move the soil a little bit around here to introduce my candy tuft. You know what? Let's do this. Let's open the roots and plant it in. Okay, very good. I probably will move this Angelina eventually. I just don't have a space to do it now. And I want to plant my candy tuft. And you know what? This is a spring, a blooming plant. The foliage is lovely through the year, and I like the foliage plants. So it will have its own quiet time here on the porch. All right, that's it for today. All the plantings. Oh, beautiful. One last thing I want to show you because it is blooming right now. The corner with my azalea, it's a beauty. Let's go into that corner and I will give you a little tour. Just look at that beautiful corner. This is my gorgeous, gorgeous azalea. Oh, the celebration of garden life, right? Oh, I have to watch my steps. This is one of my bird houses which I made, and I placed them, unfortunately, too close to each other right here, so I have to move them around. Oh, look at this. Isn't this the generosity of nature at its best, right? the color. Again, this azalea came with the house. I'm not trimming it. Good for me, because this azalea, look how it spread its wings, and it feels like a free creature here. Sometimes I look at birds flying in the sky and I see how free they are. I think about my azalea, because not a single year I gave it a knife. So this azalea is just growing the way it wants. Oh, look at this. It's just adorable. And these are the bird houses. My husband is reading in the garden, so let's surprise him. Here he is. Hello, Mr. Carmody.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
Good. What a beautiful garden you have here.
What do you have?
I'm enjoying it with my book. I just had a couple of muffins.
Look at this. This roof is always being knocked off from my favorite.
Somebody's been chewing that.
Yeah, I know. This is my super aged bird house, which I love. I think I did it many years ago, like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's still holding
I was
on.
going to say you did, or maybe Andrew, right?
No, I did it. I remember I did it. Struggle with this mightily.
It is a keepsake. It's got sentimental value.
Yes.
I wonder what happened here. I wonder who bit into it.
Who knows? It's old as life.
It's nice though. It's weathered. The weathered look.
All right, Mr. Carmody, enjoy your tea.
Thank you, darling.
My dear gardeners, have a lovely day. And as usual, I will see you in our next video.